What's up, guys? Welcome to another Etheria restart video. So lately, as you might have seen, I've been doing more scripted content. This time I'm gonna go back to my just impromptu type of content. This is gonna be a short one, and I think this needs to be addressed quickly than me having to write a script and try to figure out the right words for everything. So the topic I want to talk about today is pretty much something that a lot of content creators have been talking about lately, and that is the game's the difference in progression in this game between an account that has the key characters versus an account that doesn't have key characters. The progression gap is massive, and I'm going to tell you why, how that's a problem. So first things first, the problem is not the pay to win, but you could say it is, but the reality is this is a gacha game, and the moment you signed up for this, you should have known it was going to be pay to win. But even with the pay to win, even if you have all the money in the world but you have the wrong units, it's kind of still, the gap is still quite large between someone who does. Well, you could say, if you have infinite money, you could keep pulling until you got a Lily or a Claus or a Shadow Sanya, right? I think those three are the very key characters that's gonna help people in their progression. Now, I'm gonna tell you why this is a problem. So if you look at here, if you look at Threshold, now if you look at Terramaton and we go see, I haven't even cleared Hell 3 yet, and I'm level 48. And granted, my modules are not really up to par yet because I messed up at some point in my progression, but that's a whole other story. I should be able to clear Hell 3 at least 1 star at the moment, but I just don't have the right units for it. So if we look at here, let's just go to Inferno. If we look at the Inferno clears, so here we have Lily, Shadow Sanya, Lily, Shadow Sanya, Lily, Shadow Sanya, Lily, Shadow Sanya. If you look at all of that, it's all just the same characters, and we're gonna try to find a clear here that uses different characters. So we have a Holden, still the same. Let's try to find something that's different. Still the same. Oh, even the most recent clears are still the same, but if you looked at other content creators, there were clears that utilized SR and R characters. Now, it is possible to diversify, but the problem is the game doesn't give us enough resources to be able to diversify. See here, there's a Yang. Yang is, I guess, kind of a replacement for Lily in a way, but see, 5-5, wait, how did he do this? That's something I need to study. But anyway, my point is, it's kind of hard to experiment different setups because of how rare resources are. Even just trying to unlock the level cap of R or SR characters and their skills, it takes a bit of resources. And the thing is, we can only buy so much resources in a week, not including the shop. Even if you are a whale, the stuff here is very limited. Let's assume you bought everything here already. This is all gone. Let's assume you only have the weekly packs. Even if you're a whale, see, you only get 1, you only get 4, and it takes 5 of this to make 1 of this, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. So it takes you not including the events, not all events give this, and the events are also RNG, it's not assured. It would take you 5 weeks to unlock the highest level cap. Or no, that's assuming you have enough of the lower tier as well. My point is, it will take you 5 weeks to get a 6-star on one character, and this one you need 4 of these to max level one skill in one character. So it would take you 4 weeks to max level a skill in one character. This one as well, it would take you 4 weeks to max level. So you guys see where the problem is here. And the thing is, if you have those characters like Lily, Shadow Sonya, and Claus, it makes it so that you don't have to invest as much resources. So that's where the gap really is. And I think it's gonna create like this really weird problem in the game where if you don't have these units, you might as well just quit the game. And like for people who don't like re-rolling, I think that's gonna be such a big problem. Like even here in the free-to-play shop, so it's the same. It's like, so you can only buy pretty much, you have to choose between this and this because you can't buy everything in the shop. That's also another issue. Like the shops, the in-game shops, the free-to-play ones, you can't really buy a whole lot. You have to like choose. So it's either you focus on your SSR or you focus on your SR and a bunch of other stuff, right? So, and then again, like even if you go do the R or SR route, it's not really an assurance because things could change. By the time you like finish building up something, the meta could change, and then if you've already invested all of your resources into that character, then it's stuck there unless they give another like reset event, right? So that's like the issue as well. So yeah, it's really tough. Like let's try to look at Doki Doki again, see if there's like any other, like the Kachi and the Dorothy ones are already gone. Like I've seen them in other content creator videos, but I can't seem to see them anymore. Like they've already been overshadowed by the meta teams. So let's try to look at other dungeons here. Okay, there's a Kachi the Guard. So if you look at Kachi the Guard here, okay, this one he didn't actually invest much in skill, so that's actually good to see. But let's find a little bit more. This one, okay, he invested a little bit there, but the level is still also an investment. There's a Lily here too, so it's not really, if you have Kachi here but you have a Lily, it's kind of invalid. Like it doesn't really matter if you're using Kachi here because you have a Lily anyway. See, this one has a Lily too, so it's like it doesn't matter if you try to like invest in Kachi the Guard because you're just still not gonna make it anyway without Lily. You're like all of the fastest ones have Lily in them. Okay, not all, maybe. Okay, this one is not fast. It's 3 minutes. Like the fastest here. Okay, to be fair, the fastest here is 3 minutes. So this is a pretty decent like composition. Like I don't have Rosa, I don't have Heinrich, I don't have Tsukiyo, I don't have Mia, I only have Ling Luo in this particular setup. So yeah, like you guys can see where the problem is at, that it takes like too long to like invest in a character. And the thing is, this game was advertised for PvP, and like it makes it very hard. Like I'm still silver in the RTA one because I haven't really been doing it. It's very hard to get into RTA if you can't farm your endgame sets, because you don't really want to go into endgame without your best gear, right? So like that's the biggest like problem I think right now, and I think they need to do something about it. So a bunch of things I can recommend them to do, although it's not foolproof. It's not gonna solve everything 100%, but I think it will do like the community like some good. Anyway, let's take a look at these a bit first. Let's see. So there's more Kachi here. It's not even Kachi the Guard, it's just a regular Kachi. But yeah, anyway, my first suggestion would be they should let us farm the lattices and the shadow prints, like this one and this one. And the way I would implement that in the game is they should make it like a super rare drop, and they should make it drop in all dungeons, like all dungeons that cost stamina. Like that's gotta be the fairest way to do it, because right now, like there's so few of these, and if you just depend on the weekly shops, whether you whale or you don't whale, it's gonna take some time, because this game is designed that you have to like pretty much invest in multiple units, right? You want to create multiple teams. Like there are teams that are sort of generic, but they don't really work in like the very highest level of gameplay. So yeah, I think they should like, you know, put this in as a ultra rare drop. I know that's still not really gonna solve the problem, because if it's a rare drop, it's probably gonna be 1 in 100 like runs that'll drop. Hopefully not, if they do. But yeah, it will help a little bit. Now, the second thing that I suggest is they should just make the Animus Reconfigure a permanent feature instead of an event. Now, people are gonna say they're not gonna do it because they're gonna lose out on profit, because instead of people buying the weekly packs, they're just gonna reconfigure. That's not entirely true, because like I said earlier, the game does require you to build multiple units. So it's like the strategy of the just passing around resources is not really gonna work long term. Like what this helps us with is it helps us experiment, right? And you know, I would be fine even if they made it permanently cost 1,000 red crystals, and when the event rolls out, they can do the same thing here, where the first one is free and the other one is subsequently like getting more expensive. That's fine. Like at the end of the day, like I would spend money on like these reconfigures rather than spend money on pulls or like buying like the weekly packs. And even then, like, you know, if you like really think about it, it's not really gonna reduce their profits, because if people start buying red crystals for the reconfigure, then that kind of makes up for it in the way. And the whales, they're not gonna stop buying the weekly packs. They're gonna keep buying it along with this. Just having this being a permanent thing, I think just, how do I say, like it takes away the anxiety of like trying out a character and like, you know, knowing that it might not work out in the future, right? Like that really is a big thing, I think, if they can do that. And like the third option and the third thing is even better if they could have both, right? If they could have both, this be permanent and the lattices just be a super rare drop in the dungeons, that would be great. And then the last thing they can do is they should just make the PvE easier. I know, like it's probably too much to ask, but again, like we don't want to, like, there's no point trying to get into RTA if you can't really use like the best gear. Because again, like RTA is if you guys have tried RTA, like you need to have like a pretty huge roster of characters, because it's gonna be a ban pick kind of thing. And let's say if you have a Messiah, if your opponent chooses Messiah first, then you cannot pick your Messiah. That's why like you can't just have a meta team and that's it. Like it doesn't guarantee that you're gonna be able to play those characters, because if your opponent picks them first, or even if you pick them and they just ban them, you need like an alternative to like get there, right? So yeah, so that's what I think they should do to like make the game like better. But one could also make a counter argument that, you know, the game is still young. It's not even a month old yet. And yeah, I do agree, but I do hope that this is not something that, you know, they plan to be the norm moving forward. Like, I've played other games that are grindy. Like, I don't really mind the grind, to be honest, but it's a problem if your grind feels like it doesn't matter. right? Because, or like, if the grind feels like you're not making any progression at all because you don't have the right characters. And again, like there might be, I have a decent like roster in my kit, and there's a lot of like characters here that I want to try out, but I'm kind of afraid to invest any materials in them at all because like the meta could change in the future, or like I might pull a better character in the future, and then I won't have the resources anymore to invest in them because there's no more reconfigure. The reconfigured event ends tomorrow at the time of recording. It's a Saturday right now where I'm at, so like tomorrow's gonna be gone. Like I'm not even sure if I want to raise my Remoka. I know she's gonna be super strong in Doki Doki, so in a way I kind of have no choice anyway, but there's this anxiety in my, like at the back of my head, where should I keep investing on this, or should I reset this now and like hope for the better in the future? Like if I reset this, like I don't know, it's gonna be gone and I'm gonna invest it again, and it's just it's just hard. Like it's hard to be. It's not even about being free to play. It's not being about low spender or high spender. It's just I know like it's a gacha game. Like having better characters is supposed to give an advantage. That's how gacha games are designed. But I think it's a bit too much at the moment, and I think they need to like ease it in a little bit. Like make it a little bit more. Like make the progression a little bit more, because like at the start progression was extremely fast, and then suddenly you're just gonna hit a wall because you're not fast enough. Like even if you have the right modules, you're still not fast enough. And also they've made multiple changes to the PvE. They've made it more difficult pretty much. So yeah, like I think they should just make it so that everyone can farm the end game so that we can focus on the real content here, which is the PvP. So yeah, those are my thoughts. I was a bit unorganized there because I was just blurting out stuff right off the top of my head. This wasn't scripted at all, but I hope you guys found a bit of value in, those points that I discussed. And yeah, let me know what you think. Write them down in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell icon, get notified, and I'll see you in the next one. Let's go.